Hey, welcome to The Explainer. If you've been watching the markets, you probably saw Axis Bank's stock suddenly take off. Well, today we're going to dig into the why, and it all comes down to the quarterly report that just dropped. So, let's get right to it. Why did Axis Bank's stock suddenly jump 5%? It's the big question on everyone's mind. And the answer, believe it or not, is hiding in plain sight, right inside their latest Q3 financial report. We're going to piece it all together. Okay, so to really get why the market got so excited, you gotta know how they grade a bank's performance. It's kind of like a report card, and honestly, it's way simpler than you might think. When you strip it all away, it really comes down to just three things: profits, growth, and stability, and the quality of their assets. That's the whole report card. And let me tell you, Axis Bank didn't just pass, they absolutely aced it.
All right, let's dive into the first section of that report card, profits and growth. Think of these as the headline numbers. They're the big, flashy results that grab all the attention and really set the stage for everything else.
And whoa, just look at this. The profit after tax. It didn't just grow, it exploded. We're talking a jump of over 28% in a single quarter. I mean, that's the kind of number that makes investors sit up and pay very close attention. And you know, for an investor, a number like this isn't just, well, a number. It's a signal, a really strong one. It tells the market that the bank's core ability to make money isn't just holding steady, it's coming back, and it's coming back strong. Now, let's look at the engine room of the bank. It's net interest income. This is basically the profit they make from their main job, lending money. Seeing this number grow so steadily, that's a huge sign that their core business is super healthy, even when the economy's a bit shaky.
But here's the thing about growth. It can be a double-edged sword if it's not managed well. What's really impressive here is how balanced it is. Look, their loans grew, but so did their deposits. That means they're not just lending recklessly, they're funding that growth responsibly. That's what good management looks like.
Okay, so profits and growth look amazing, but what about the foundation? Let's move on to the next part of the report card, quality and stability. This is all about trust. You know, how good are their loans really, and how solid is their funding? Before we get to the numbers, let's quickly talk about a term you'll hear a lot in banking, the CASA ratio. All it means is the percentage of a bank's deposits that come from low-cost, current, and savings accounts. Why does this matter? Well, it's basically their source of cheap money, and that's absolutely vital for keeping their profits healthy.
And Axis Bank's CASA ratio? It held steady at around 39%. Now, in an environment where interest rates are going up, being able to hold on to your cheap funding source like this, that is a massive win. And you can bet the market noticed.
All right, next up is another super important metric, NPAs. That stands for non-performing assets, which is just a fancy way of saying bad loans. You know, loans where people have stopped paying. Obviously, you want this number to be as tiny as possible.
So check this out. Their gross NPA dropped. Now I know, going from 1.46% to 1.40% might not sound like a huge deal, but trust me, in the world of banking, that is a fantastic sign. It means the quality of their loans is actually getting better. The bank is becoming a safer, more reliable investment.
So you can see the bank pretty much aced its main subjects, right? But wait, there's more. There were a few bonus points in this report that really sealed the deal and turned a good quarter into a great one for investors.
First off, let's talk credit cards. They are absolutely crushing it. Get this, they added 1 million new credit cards in just 3 months, 1 quarter. That is a huge boost to their retail business, which is where they make some serious money. And that aggressive push, it's working. They've cemented themselves as a major force in the credit card market, now commanding a solid 14% market share. That's no small feat.
And this isn't just about old-school banking. They are a powerhouse in the digital world too. They handle a mind-boggling 39% of all UPI payments. That shows you they're not just keeping up with the times, they're leading the charge.
So let's put it all together. You've got incredible profit growth, smart, balanced expansion, better quality loans, and they're dominating in digital payments. When you see all that, the picture becomes crystal clear, right? This wasn't just a good quarter. This was Axis Bank making a statement to the market.
So yeah, an absolutely stellar quarter for Axis Bank, no doubt about it. They delivered. But, and this is the big but for every investor out there, can they keep it up? Can they sustain this incredible momentum? That's the real million-dollar question now.